crafty friends, it's Courtney Brickner with The Crafty Brick. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I want to show you how to do sublimated earrings. These are some that I wore for my son's basketball game, so I've got his number on them and then the team mascot. I've got these pencil ones for teachers. You can put animal prints, Valentine's, so many different options that you have with doing these sublimated earrings. You can do it on the front and the back. I typically just do it on the front and then leave the back white because I like the way that looks. But you have a lot of options with what you can put on them because they're sublimation, so there's so many colors and designs that you can put on there. So I want to show you, I'm going to be using Silhouette Design Studio. You can use any software design program that you would like to create them. And these are MDF board blanks. So I'm going to show you how to use that and to create your template in your design software and then print the design out and how to make them. So if you would like to do some sublimated earrings, come along and take a look. The first thing that we're going to do is go up here and we're going to click merge because we're going to bring in the template that the seller actually provided for me. So I'm going to find that document and then I'm going to click it and import that onto my canvas. And you'll see that there's two lines here, the red and the black. The red line is actually the size of the blank itself, and then the black line is the bleed line, and that's what you're going to be printing out so that we can make sure that we've got the right size for our blank. So I'm going to go ahead and delete these things here and print out the black outline right here. I know I got this from the seller, so this probably is the right size template, but I just want to print it out just to make sure so I don't go and design something that's supposed to fit in this template and then for some reason it just doesn't work. So just for peace of mind, I'm going to go ahead and print it out. So I printed it out and now I just want to place the blank inside the template and it actually fits perfectly. I figured it would, but I just wanted to make sure. So now I'm ready to go ahead and make my design for this earring. Now that we've got the right size template, we're going to go ahead and put a pattern onto it. The nice thing with Silhouette is they've got some patterns already built in. So I really like this stripe design. So I go ahead and I bring that stripe over here to the earring, and you can make it any color you want. The problem is if you just choose a color, it's going to change the entire earring to that color and take the pattern away because the pattern is actually just a fill color. It's not the actual stripes. So what we need to do is a little bit of an extra step in order to get the stripes to stay the color we want. I'm going to trace this so that I can get that stripe pattern on the earring, and I'm going to trace it and then detach it from the earring that I just traced. So now I just have the lines. And then what I'll do is take the lines, I'll take the side that I just traced and I'll turn that the color that I want it to be. And I'm actually doing blue and yellow earrings. So I'll turn those lines blue and then I'm going to turn this other earring the solid yellow color. Then I will take the stripes and bring them on top of the yellow so that it's layered and it's the colors, the school colors that I want them to be. Then I'm going to go ahead and bring in a picture that's actually the school mascot. I'll bring in my Viking here. It's really, really large, so I'm just going to make that a little bit smaller so that it will fit onto my earring. So we'll make this just a little bit smaller and get it just so it fits in the middle of our design. And I don't really like that you can't really see it very well, so I'm going to do a little offset on it and make the offset white so it stands out just a little bit more. Then I'd like to add the team name, the Vikings, and we're going to go ahead and highlight that and change the font to this varsity font. I really like the way that looks. So we will change that and then we'll go in and change the color so that it matches the other colors that are on the earring. And then I also want to do an offset on this so it stands out a little bit more on the earrings. We're going to make that a little bit smaller because I don't want it to be too big on the earring, but we will make the offset, I think that's a good size, and we will change the color to white for that background so it matches the Viking picture. Then we'll go ahead and attach these two. the offset and the word so that they'll move together, and we can make them a little bit smaller and move them up onto the earring so that they fit under the Viking. We'll have to make this a little bit smaller, make the Viking a little bit smaller, and make them so that they are just perfectly placed on the earring and that they look good. When we've got everything placed exactly where we want it on the earring, then we will go ahead and attach them all together. And then we'll move it over here, and we're going to go ahead and make a copy of it so that we've got a pair of earrings when we print them out. The nice thing is you can print just one, but make sure you have enough space between each earring so that you have somewhere to put the tape when you place them all on the paper, and you don't want the tape touching each of the earrings. And then you can just copy and paste all the way across that will fit on the size of your paper, and you can make so many earrings at one time, and it makes it really convenient if you're trying to fill a big order. So I'm going to place as many earrings will fit on this 8.5 by 11 page paper, and then I'm going to go ahead and print them out. So I printed them out with my sublimation printer, my Sawgrass printer, and we are ready to make our earrings. So let's go. Okay, the first thing you need to make sure you do is each of the blanks comes with a little plastic film on it. So you have to take that off, and it comes on both sides. So just use your weeding tool and pull that off. And then we will take our earring, set it on our paper. I like to push it on the back of the earring first, and then use my fingers to attach it to the sides to make sure it stays in place. And you'll see that you can see the edge of the design just a little bit. That's why we made our template a little bit bigger, so that we can see exactly where the blank is sitting and make sure that it's in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and do a few more of these. So if you wanted to do this whole sheet, you definitely could, but I suggest that you just do one to start, just to make sure that your press is good, everything is good, and see if you need to make any adjustments. You could do all of these at the same time, but I would suggest not doing them all at the same time to start, just because you want to make sure that your press is acting right today. So today I'm going to be using my HTVRont heat press, the auto heat press, and I'm just trying out one because sometimes these machines don't want to act right. So I just want to make sure everything is on the up and up and working right. I got my blowout paper. I've got my earring here. It's taped on to the sublimation paper. I'm going to put it with the earring down, paper facing up. I'm going to put the blowout paper so that it's on the bottom and the top to prevent any leak or any ink leaking. So we go ahead, push that in and start it. We've got it for 400 degrees at 60 seconds. And then when we make sure everything is right, then we'll go ahead and take it out, and then we can do the other ones. We've got 5 seconds left on the timer. Let's go ahead and make sure it worked properly. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take this tape off. All right, everything looks great. We've got our earring, it's falling down. Our earring right here. So now I know that everything is good, and I'll go ahead and print the other ones, or sublimate the other ones. They're already printed. Okay, now it's time for the big sheet of them. So I'm going to lay my blowout paper, let's put that down a little bit. Lay the blowout paper down, and then, oh, I forgot to tape one down. So let me tape this one down. I've got all the other ones taped down. I don't know how I missed that one, but you definitely want all of them taped, or else they're just gonna fall all over the place. And this one fell down here. Trying to run away from me. Okay, so flip them all over, got my blowout paper on the bottom, blowout paper on the top, and then we're ready to close it. 60 seconds, 400 degrees. We've got 5 seconds left, and we're gonna open it up, and we're gonna have all these earrings made in a really small amount of time. Paper likes to stick to the top. So many pairs of earrings, all within 1 minute. So all of these are finished. So I'm gonna go ahead and peel these off, and then I will show you my favorite hooks that I like to use with them. So unfortunately, I was peeling them all off and I realized that there's a problem with one, and I wanted to show you. So you know, I said you need to make sure that all of the plastic is off. Well, I can tell that the plastic is not off of this one because it won't even come off of the paper. So I know that I forgot to take the plastic off. You see that there is plastic here. It's kind of shinier than all the other ones. That's because the plastic stuck to there. And let me just show you, just to compare what they both look like. So here's the one that is good. And here's the one that I forgot to take the plastic off. Let me show you them together. You see how much lighter, how much lighter this one is? Very different. So, oh my gosh, I can't seem to hold on to them. Make sure you take the plastic off. So I'm gonna have to redo this one. Just to give you a closer look, so here's what the paper looks like. The plastic is still on there, on that one. And then here are the two earrings. So this one is very light compared to this bright, crisp one. So make sure you take the plastic off. And then here are two hooks. Here's one that is just the hook that you would put on the earring. But my favorite one are these that actually have the little kind of claw clip that you put right in the earring, and then you just press it closed. It's so fast. Instead of having to open this jump ring or open that hook and put it in, you just take the earring, make sure that it's facing the right way so that the hook is in the back of the earring, you know, so kind of jiggle it so that it is laying correctly, and then you put it in the hole right there and then just push it closed. Super fast, super easy. These are hypoallergenic. They come in the silver, and they also come in the gold. So those are linked in the description below, so you can check those out if you want them. When I get the earrings all made, I like to use these little cardboard holders, and then I put the back on, and I've played around with a few different backs. Some of them actually don't go on really easily, so I prefer these kinds. And then I also have a little plastic bag that I put them in just to make it look, you know, like a nice finished product. Put them in the little plastic bag and then remove the tape. And now they are ready to give to my customer or to a friend as a gift. And all of these items are also linked below in the description. Well, that's a wrap on the sublimation earrings. We made some to support your team. They're my favorite little project. They're super fast to make if you've got a last minute idea to wear for a sports event or giving as a gift. They're just really easy to make. So I hope that you learned something. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss anything crafty. And I will be back here next week doing something, I don't even know what, but I'll be here and I hope you'll join me. Until then, stay crafty, my friends. See ya.